Hey, buddy. Gemma from ASD Rocks with Beau. Beau, you're feeling a little bit down today, aren't you? But we're not going to concentrate on that because I have some good news for you. So it's about school. What did you say your second favourite subject is?
Psychology?
It is. And do you remember last year how many videos and stuff there were in psychology?
Yeah.
You were really uncomfortable, weren't you, in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
What did we do to fix that? How did we fix that?
Sending emails for what videos are to come?
So, yes, exactly. In longer words, for people who don't know what we did, I chatted with your last year's psychology teacher, and because in the beginning, if you found out that there was going to be a video, what did you want to do?
Well, that would be dependent on if the video was stressful or not.
But you wouldn't know because you hadn't seen it. So you would want to do what?
Leave the classroom.
Leave the classroom, yeah. So they would show a video about the subject, and then they would spend the rest of the class discussing the basis or the theme of what happened in that video. But videos make you really uncomfortable. So what we did was I got in touch with your psychology teacher, sat down with your super amazing, super cool psychology tutor, and we arranged that every week, at the beginning of the week, your psychology teacher would send all of the videos to us, and you, in a comfortable environment at home with your psychology tutor, could sit down and watch everything that was going to be coming up for the week so that you could be prepared and not have to worry about it, right? And did it work?
Yeah.
And what did you get on your final exam for units 1 and 2 in psychology?
80 something.
Yeah, was really, really good. So very often how we set ourselves up to do our work, even in the most uncomfortable situations, we can create a good thing out of it, can't we? Now, you have a fear. You have a very interesting fear, a phobia. What is your phobia? Tell people. Not many people know what this phobia is.
Infantophobia.
Infantophobia. I did not know it existed. You didn't either until you had it. Do you know when you started getting it? You can't have been an infant. Infantophobia is the fear of infants, which is completely understandable because what do?
They cry.
They cry. You don't like people being upset, do you? What else do?
They don't really give you much space.
They have, no personal space boundaries, do they? They'll just crawl all over you, won't they? Yeah. So they're unpredictable. They're loud.
Well, they can be.
Well, when they're crying, they are.
Yeah.
They cry for no reason.
Well, there's always a reason. There
is always a reason, but do you know what that reason is? No, you do not. And maybe, just maybe, that reason might be, oh, I'm supposed to do this. We don't know what that reason is, but it distresses you, right? Because you don't know. So the infantophobia thing is a really big thing. So you always had a really difficult time in psychology with videos, and you have this bizarre infantophobia. Well, any phobia is bizarre by definition, isn't it?
Yeah.
The term phobia means irrational fear, right? It's an irrational fear. So it's not a bizarre one. It's like, you know, people have fear of clowns. Yeah. You know, the common ones. What are common phobias we know?
Arachnophobia?
Yeah, people have arachnophobia, scared. You have a bit of arachnophobia, actually. I've tried to decrease your arachnophobia. My mother is still an horrific arachnophobic. There's claustrophobia. There's agoraphobia or agoraphobia, depending on how you say it. Do you know what that one is?
I feel like I do, but I'm not quite sure.
Fear of going outside your house.
Oh.
It's like the opposite of claustrophobia. So what is the subject coming up in psychology? There's a particular subject coming up in psychology, isn't there? Like,
yeah.
What is it?
Little Albert?
Sorry?
Little Albert?
What is Little Albert?
It's like an experiment where they placed made a baby and interact with a mouse, but every time the baby tries to touch the mouse, they make a loud noise cues and the baby cries. So
it's a conditioning video. It's about conditioning. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a conditioning video. They're conditioning the baby to get a fear of the mouse. And there will also be other things in that they will want to discuss about this, like what other areas would they want to discuss about this?
Hang on. I'm trying to remember the name.
Does it start with F?
Oh, is it fight, flight, freeze?
No, not fight. Not F.
Ethical.
Ethics.
Oh.
Is it ethics? Is it ethical to put a baby?
No.
Right. Okay, but back then, when was this film made? Is it a black and white film?
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the ethics that we had back then, we also put our severely autistic kids in asylums. We didn't keep them at home back in the black and white days either. So ethics is a really important thing to discuss. Now, we have now combined two issues that you have a particular problem with. Videos and babies. We've like got the double whammy. And it's going to be coming up this week. Well, guess what your mama did? Your mama did.
What?
I have spent the last literally 24 hours, for those of you in Scotland who are watching, saying, what are you doing up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Well, I was messaging them. I actually spent the whole night and all of today contacting your psychology teacher, explaining how we did some amazing things last year and what we did last year to get you through all the things that were really tough and really difficult for you. How I worked with your amazing psychology teacher last year and with Jenny. And guess what?
What?
She said, let's do it this year. She said, let's do it. You know what she's done?
What?
She has sent the video home for you to watch with Jenny tonight. She sent the whole PowerPoint that they're going to be working on for the week. She has also informed me of that she's going to camp on certain days, which I will tell you which days that she's not going to be there, which means you'll be able to either come home or whatever it is, depending on what time of the day it is. But yeah, we can keep doing. So I've arranged that with directly with your teacher that we will now do exactly what we did last year. this year. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel kind of happy.
Kind of happy? Makes me feel kind of happy. It's gonna make super awesome Jenny kind of happy because she's prepared. She gets all of the content. She can help you with exactly what we need. I also sent her the video of you, which I sent to last year's teacher when you told me that your arm was hurting because it was the right somatosensory cortex. And she wrote back and she said, it is amazing. It's so great that you can see him using it in real life context. He's such a bright kid. And then I told her about the amazing way that you worked on Shutter Island and how you ended up when we never thought ever that you would sit in class for any movie, a whole movie, let alone something like Shutter Island. And what did you?
Yeah, most of it.
You did, didn't you? Why did you do that? How did you get?
I just watched videos about Shutter Island online.
That's right. So what we found out, and this is actually something I still have the footage of from last year that I might edit up now. That was the one when I sat with you, and I will only put it on the special side, and it's only got my face in it anyway because you did say that you weren't comfortable, but I videoed me only while you sat there. So Beau watched out of order, completely out of order, every single video he could find on YouTube of Shutter Island. And because it was all out of order, none of it had an emotional content. So he didn't know the storyline. So he didn't know, for example, when things... Yeah, go on.
I'm not sure if I'm going to spoil it.
It's all right.
I'm not sure,
But yeah, you won't spoil it. Okay, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Shutter Island, close your ears. Go.
Like when Rachel has been found?
When Rachel gets found, is it actually Rachel? You put together about the water, the seasickness, because the kid's getting killed. You put, and we didn't even think of that. What he did was we sat down, Beau put down all of the video scenes that he had seen all out of order, and then like a jigsaw puzzle put the whole movie together in his head so he knew exactly what was happening and when and how. And that way, by doing that, you were able to watch the movie out of order, almost disassociate, like it really decreased the level of anxiety because you're just watching little bits and there was no, movies are there to make you feel quite like woo, and that's the thing you don't like about them, right? So then he just literally unpacked all of those little YouTube videos, put them all in order, and that made you able to sit in class and watch the whole video, the whole 2 classes. I think it was over 2 or 3 classes.
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah. So it was, and this was amazing to watch happen. As I said, I will put it up because I do have it. I might actually work on it this evening. I was going to take the day off today because I've been working so hard, but I might actually edit that one up today because it is amazing to watch him take these. Like, I watched this one, and then he just put like a jigsaw puzzle. He puts the whole movie together in his head. It's amazing. So I am going to send you, so from today, we're going to start psychology the same way we did it last year. Okay? There's going to be no more problems. If you do decide that after you've watched it here. If you